Hey YouTube, so in my last video I was talking about prepping, and the two last subjects I touched on was your physical fitness and your mental fitness. I just finished my workout this morning, took my post-workout shake, my protein shake, and I thought what a good time to do a video on supplements that preppers would need to keep their body in optimal shape or to get into optimal shape. These supplements will both help you physically and mentally. By no means are these supplements for people that are, well, they can be, but this is not for your average person to get into like ultimate shape. They will help you, but in the end you have to do the work. These will be things that will help you with recovery, mental alertness, and just not feeling pain, replenishing your body on deficiencies such as nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. So on top of eating healthy, which is a great thing, food is not what it once was. 90% of the people in the world, they don't get the recommended amount of nutrients from food that they get in a store. Modern farming techniques use fertilizers that deplete the soil and rob the plants of essential nutrients. Fertile soil is a crucial agricultural element for absorbing the proper amount of minerals. Without this, the planet cannot form essential vitamins. Most of us fail to meet dietary recommendations due to strict dieting, poor appetite, or changing nutritional needs. For example, men produce ample amount of testosterone in their teens and 20s, but then less when they're in their 30s. But the fact is that in the past 2 decades, testosterone in American men has been rapidly declining. This is not the focus, but an example of how our bodies are not what they once used to be, mentally and physically. Supplementation is intended to bridge the nutritional gap so that we maintain the proper balance of nutrients from food and supplementation. This will enhance the nutrient density of your diet and make sure you are obtaining the right amount of nutrients tailored to your dietary needs. As you age, malabsorption becomes a problem because your body does not have the same capability of breakdown and absorption of nutrients as it used to. You may also be taking more medications than you did when you were younger. Now, if you are a prepper, you need to exercise frequently. If you are asking why you need to exercise, please move on, as this video is not about that. Exercising requires a lot of energy and nutrients to stay in shape. As you exercise, your body uses up energy and nutrients that have been stored in your body. It is vital to replenish these essential nutrients, fuel your energy levels, and promote recovery after intense workout. That's why athletes' diets include tons of carbs and protein. This morning we are going to take you through my top 7 supplements that I would think you would need as a prepper or just as any healthy individual that is crawling the face of this earth. I will be leaving links below for these 7 supplements that I currently take and I have been taking for a while. And I recommend that you stay to the end of this video to see my #1 supplement for both men and women. Alright, my first and foremost supplement is going to be glutamine. Those that have been working out know what this is. This might be a new product for you. However, this is a amino acid and is, amino acids are the building blocks for protein. This is also found naturally in the body and helps you with your gut function, immune system, and other potential processes. I find that I really get a good benefit from muscle recovery with this stuff. So as a prepper, you want to stay in physical fitness, so you're also stressing out your body. And your body uses more glutamine when you're performing physical or stressful physical exercises. And if you don't replenish with glutamine, your muscles can start to waste because they will go into catabolic state and eat off themselves. Alright, now my next supplement is fish oils. You've probably heard about fish oils, you probably hate it because you've tasted a bad brand, but again, they are top of the line. Some might take salmon oil, some take cod oil. All that stuff is good, but this is the one I take. This is by NutriC. It's got an additional vitamin D added to this one. And so you can get this both in liquid, which is what Kimberly and I take, and you can get them in capsules as well. They do come in different flavors. This one here is a lemon flavor. And if you don't know much about fish oils, they help fight against depression, anxiety, promote great brain function, and help you like I feel like it helps me remember more. If I don't take it for a couple days, I get a little foggy. That might be due to other factors, but beyond that, yeah, that helps with that. Improving your heart fight against heart disease and cardiovascular health. Excuse my English there. It also helps fight against inflammation, reduces the fat in your liver. Many health benefits to fish oils. Alright, my next supplement is again a branch off the glutamine here, and that is amino acids, BCAAs. There are way more amino acids out there than just glutamine, and your body needs all of that. You typically hear from those gym rats that are always going out there trying to get their muscles bigger and talking about how much protein they need and how many carbs they eat. However, in order for you to grow muscles and have them actually be functional, you need amino acids, because these again are the foundations of proteins. So this one here is by Allmax. It is the sweet tea brand. They come in some other flavors like fruit punch, blue raspberry, and their flavors are phenomenal right across the board. So I would highly recommend you going with this brand. It does have 8 grams of BCAAs, 0 grams of sugar, and 0 carbs. That's one thing you need to look into is with the BCAAs is that they don't have a lot of sugar, because you could get a spike in your blood sugars, get a quick little high, and then you're crashed out and you think like, what did you do wrong? So watch out for the cheap brands. They do have some sugar in them. And the reason I take this is because it does help with muscle growth. It helps with decreasing muscle soreness, especially if you're doing your leg workouts. I find, or even cardio like stairs, it helps with that. And I drink this with my pre-workout before I go into a gym session or a workout session, because I find that it extends my endurance. And especially if you're running, your calves don't start burning up as much, so it helps with exercise fatigue, and again, it prevents from muscle wasting. So again, Allmax BCAAs with 8 grams of BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, if you're not sure what BCAA means. Alright, the next item on the list, you've probably heard it all your life. However, there is a wide variety of these, and that is multivitamins. The ones I take are by Progressive. They're not like Centrum or one of the ones you get from the big box stores, grocery stores, you know, Shoppers, whatever you want to call it. And Progressive, they make a very great quality of vitamin. This one is geared towards active men. On the container itself, it says active men, or active, and then men on the side. So, and it's in blue, so you can see that. And they also make a female version because there's 2 genders, and you know, each gender needs certain nutrients at their time of life. They do make some for the older generation as well, and I believe they make a brand for children that are developing as well. This one here, again, helps with immune support, muscle function, and energy production, and I can vouch for that. They also, again, put in some glutamine in this one, some coenzyme Q10, some food concentrates in here, like green foods. They have D3, they have K2 in here, zinc. They have a lot of bone support in here for your eyes, heart, thyroid, all that. And I just stand behind this product. Again, if you want to look for a good quality of vitamin, don't look for anything that is in a, I would say like a capsule that is one piece or what I call glued together. You want something that's in a vegetable capsule, such as this. And if you were to open that up, this would be a complete powder. The reason you want something like this is that the vegetable capsule dissolves really quickly in your stomach, and then everything is released into your system at once. Where if you get the stuff that is almost like a candy or just one piece, that is very hard on your stomach. And there's studies out there that have shown that if you take those vitamins, not only do they not release all the vitamins and break down in your stomach, most of it's just excreted back out the rear. And a lot of those other ones there, they do not have actual vitamin concentrates in there. They do not have green foods in there. They do not have the additional support that every individual needs, such as men, female, or male and female, kids, old and young. So Progressive is a great item. The next thing I would like to touch on is I don't have that yet, so I'm gonna go grab it. Did I not bring it in? Oh, I do. It's right here. So is CBD oil. I've been taking this stuff for a long time. This is not actually, so a lot of people out there think CBD is weed or marijuana. However, CBD is the extract from that plant. The THC, and so you won't get high from it. The THC is what gets you high from it. So this pure CBD does not get you high or foggy or whatever you want to call it. However, one point to point out is that our brains both have THC and CBD receptors. So you might want to think twice about why we have THC receptors if you're against THC. It's part of our natural health. You know, God put them in our brains for a reason. So back to this product. To me, this helps me sleep like a baby. Helps me recover. I have some some bone soreness. I have a permanently separated shoulder, so it helps with the pain in there. If I do strenuous exercises throughout the day, I take this at night also, and it helps me sleep, relieves the muscle inflammation and nerve pain that, like, sometimes I'll lay down and I'll have twitchy legs if I didn't take this stuff, and this helps me calm down with muscle spasms and anything like that. Another thing with CBD oil that it's been shown in studies is it reduces the nausea and vomiting produced from chemotherapy. It also has been shown to slow down cancer cell growth and relieve insomnia in many patients across the board. And like I said, it does help me sleep very well at night. This one, I can't find this brand anymore, but I will be leaving you a link in the bottom to where I go get my CBD oil. I can get a jar of this here. I can't remember how big this is. 30 mils. I can usually pick that up for about $60 and it'll last me probably about 30 days, because I take about a meal a day, sometimes two, depending on the events of that day. Now, in the prepping community, I noticed that majority of the group is male. And so I'd like to touch on this, is because I find us men in the prepping community are the ones that are going to have to be the brunt, or bear the brunt of many things in the survival scenario. And we need to keep ourselves, not to say that females aren't as important, but because we are the men and typically need to do the work, we need to keep ourselves in optimal health. So my next supplement would be a natural, keyword natural, testosterone booster. These have natural herbs and plants in them that you can get them at a GNC, Popeyes, any supplement store, not off the dark web, not off the street corner or your buddy's house. This is actually legitimate, just natural testosterone booster. So this one here, for example, has over 3,000 milligrams of D-aspartic acid, which I've taken just purely on its own, and I'll tell you, it really helps there. It's got maca root extract, 300 milligrams, tribulus, zinc, magnesium, so back to the magnesium again, vitamin B6, vitamin D3, so back to your D vitamins, B12, folic acid, and something else, some other, or black pepper. So I'm not sure why that's good. I'll be looking into that. So a couple other reasons you might want to take this is because, again, it helps with your cardiovascular disease, and it gives you great strength gains, and it gives you an improved libido or sex drive. So it gives you also better cognitive abilities. It lowers your fat levels also, which is surprising. One thing I do note on these things, it does suppress your appetite a little bit, so you might want to kind of like time when you eat to maintain those your intake of food. And it's natural, which is a great thing too. You're not taking those injectables or the illegal drugs that are out there. And finally, the final and my number one supplement, I would say, is magnesium. So I got two different types of magnesium. One is a tea type, which is called Calm, and basically it's a powder. You boil some water and you pour it in there. Just watch out that you don't fill your cup too much, because when you do pour the magnesium in there, it does tend to fizz up a little bit, and you might overspill, or it might pour out. I'm sorry. So this is a magnesium citric powder. I bought this, I believe, off Amazon as well. This stuff will put you out 100%. I take this with my CBD oil. Actually, I prefer the capsules right now, just because we don't always have the wood burning stove where I can make a tea, and just being cheap, I don't want to use the gas stove. So magnesium in a capsule is what I've been doing right now. This is Z-Calm, and it's just basically magnesium in a capsule. So I take two of these before I go to bed with my CBD oil, and I'm telling you, you're out and you wake up feeling refreshed. You might be groggy for about 5 or 10 minutes, just because this stuff does put you in such a deep sleep. So let's go over some things, or some benefits of magnesium. So it obviously, number one is improves your sleep quality. Number two is it increases your energy levels because you've gotten such a great sleep. A quick note also, magnesium is your number one mineral that our human bodies are deficient in, and so getting those magnesium levels back up is like big time important. Also, magnesium has been proven to prevent headaches, And it's also been proven to help with constipation. Again, it's an anti-inflammatory, so it'll help reduce your muscle soreness and help with recovery. Prevents also weak bones. I know they say milk makes the body strong and keeps your bones strong too, but milk has also changed from what it originally was. So magnesium will also help with your bone density as well. Once again, because you're deficient in it, and it helps with muscle recovery and muscle inflammation, and because your heart is a muscle too, it helps with your heart health, with the final benefit that I know of. There might be many other benefits out there for magnesium. I haven't researched it. I just take it, see what it does for myself, and that's what I recommend to the viewers here too. That not only just go out there and grab all this stuff, or just try one at a time. See what works for you. There's different brands of amino acids, so maybe this Allmax brand won't help you. Maybe you'll need a different type of supplement, because again, all our bodies are different. So this is one of the videos I will be doing for the prepping community out there, and for my prepping series on our YouTube channel. The next video that I will be doing is away from the supplements, and it'll be how to do fitness routines. And I'm not talking about getting big and strong again. I'm talking about functional fitness, making sure that you stay young even into your later ages, and just things that you can do so that it keeps your day-to-day activities easier to do. So thanks for watching me, and I'll see you on the next video.